Okay, I think it didn't pick up the sentence, but we're
Uh,
back.
just a medical emergency.
Yeah, his
It's
finger's
fine.
bleeding. I just want to start this by saying congratulations to you that you finally got a new microphone, and now we don't have to go through technical
Yay.
difficulties. I'm gonna hit it.
Now it's not a headache.
The bad news is that you're fired, and I've been meaning
Right.
to tell you this for a
And it was
while.
a waste of money.
It
There
was a
we
waste of
go.
money.
See you
Go
later,
return,
guys.
go return it. You are on. This is a solo podcast now. I'm tired of co-hosts. They all screw me. Anyway, yeah, we're back. We, how do I put this? We're not huge fans of Fortnite. Like, we don't play it nearly or ever. Uh,
Yeah.
Maybe it's nice to see the skins. You bought the Naruto skin, right? That's what you said. You bought it like
Yeah.
that makes
I play it
sense.
like once every couple months with
the-
my buddy, so I try
Now,
to
do you
get
do that
skins I
thing
actually want.
where like when you every like millisecond you push the analog stick, you build something new, like you know?
No, I
Oh.
can't build. He's in charge of building for me, and I'll just shoot things.
Gotcha. Well, worry not, because for the next basically 10 days from the time this is recording, which is a Monday, Fortnite removed building, which for their like yeah.
Oh, Fortnite?
Building?
What happened?
For story purposes, it removed building because the enemy alien, I don't know, force removed it somehow. It's wiped out, and it's up to us. What were we called? The Seven?
The Resistance.
Oh, the Resistance. Right.
Yeah.
We are the Resistance. Dab. And
Yeah. Dab on the aliens.
but we're gonna try it. You should totally check it out when we our videos, because we're gonna try some tonight. Because honestly, this we've talked about it, I think once or twice, how we'd want to play Fortnite more if there wasn't any building. That's like the kick in the knee for us. It's just
Yeah.
it's just so complicated. Or not even complicated, but it's like there's such a weird skill cap or gap that it makes it not fun when you're not building a giant fortress in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, wait, have they made a Hello Kitty skin yet? Because I could.
No, I wish. God, that'd be so great.
You already have Naruto. If I saw, I wish I got it. Master Chief. I mean, it's not like I play the game ever, but like the few times I do, I just want to be Master Chief.
I have Master Chief.
Oh, really?
My buddy bought it before I had a Series X. My buddy like bought it and gifted it to me, and then I
that's
bought Kratos because that was like the PlayStation exclusive.
Right. I wonder if I have any from Amazon. Have they done any like tie-ins? I don't remember seeing any like from Prime.
I don't know. Maybe like a while ago. I know like PlayStation Plus and Gold give them away for free sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. So it's gonna be interesting. I think everyone who hasn't played Fortnite should actually try it when there's no building. Because if enough people play it, hopefully they'll just come out with the mode that's just no building and it's battle royale.
Permanent.
So that's my hope. And they're adding tanks, which I guess every season they're adding a new like vehicle or just some kind of crazy mechanical monster thing. Like I think it was last year there was like what was it called? It was like a mech suit, like a giant robot that you controlled, and apparently it was like super overpowered.
Yeah, they like broke the game with those.
I thought pretty cool. That's how I wish I played during a time. Just found one, or get the cool Thanos sword. It was a sword? No, they had the gauntlet for Thanos.
The
right?
glove. Yeah.
You became. Did you like just become Thanos and just?
Yeah, and he was just like super overpowered.
That's cool. I think that's the kind of stuff that I'd find cool. And also Epic in their. Okay, they have to be wealthier than a fair amount of countries at this point. They were donating 2 weeks of Fortnite proceeds to Ukraine relief. Now you may think to yourself, it's only 2 weeks. Like how that's not a lot. Like okay, can you go through the numbers? You had it right. What was the?
Yeah, it was like $36 million since it started yesterday.
So yeah, March 20th to April 3rd. You know how many V-Bucks that is?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of V-Bucks. And it will include all the real money purchases. That's like I've seen charities like we'll match up to like a certain amount, like $1 million, and I have you understand that, but this is 2 weeks of proceeds. This just ultimately proves they're so safe with money that they're just throwing. Not I'm sorry, it's not throwing it away, but it like you know what I'm saying. That
right, like giving it away.
It's actually giving it away, and it's not affecting them because any company, if you don't make any profits for 2 weeks, that's gonna be a hit. But
Right. Right. Most of the time, guys are like, oh, half of the proceeds will go to this. But no, they're like, yeah, you could have all of it. We don't care. We don't need it.
What I want to know is like, will it be part of like a tax deduction? Because
Oh, I assume so.
if it's
None of these companies are doing this for free.
True.
They do it for write off at the end of the year.
But hey, you know what? It's for a good cause, and it includes everything.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Well, it says using V-Bucks in Fortnite will not be included. Those are not real money purchases. I love that note. Like, just to be clear, V-Bucks is not real currency.
Right. It's not real money, guys.
Guys, it's not real money. All the kids are like, oh no, my
what? My stocks are ruined.
That's not. Oh, apparently Microsoft also will be committing their net proceeds for Fortnite during this time. So I guess that means if you buy anything through Xbox's store as well, or like the cut that they get.
Right.
That's my assumption. I mean, you think Nintendo and I think Nintendo's already doing something. I think.
Nintendo donated like, I forget what it was. I think it was like 80,000 yen or whatever they use over there, and whatever that equates to. And then Sony donated. I forget what they did. They did something though.
Didn't they just ban sales in Russia?
Well, yeah, they all did that. Yeah.
Apparently, and at least for Microsoft, funds will be donated to different organizations, which include Direct Relief, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. So that just sounds kind of cool. United Nations Children's Fund and the World Food Program. The developer says that it will add more support organizations in the coming weeks. So, I mean, what better vehicle for donations than Fortnite? Literally, there's like
right.
But man, they are just absolute geniuses. This is a complete win-win for Fortnite. You know, they get to donate money. I'm sure they get a tax return. Everyone already loves Fortnite. They're removing building. Everyone most hated mechanic. They're making all these right plays. It's crazy.
They're killing it. Good job, Epic.
And then there's that. Well, it was called itch.io. Apparently, it raised more than $6 million, which is a bundle. How many things was that? It was like 500 or something.
It was $10 for the bundle.
Oh, well, yeah. I was saying like it. But I was saying, didn't you get like 500 different things? Like
you got 500 games, tabletop, like RPG, like D&D things,
right?
Soundtracks and something else. But yeah, you got a ton of stuff.
All right, I like collecting soundtracks. I still have, fun fact. It's not with me. I just put it into my new place, but I still have a sealed copy of Twilight Princess soundtrack from when I bought the HD version. Yeah. It's still sealed. I have yet to open it.
I found my Breath of the Wild one the other day. It was still in the box for
you think you're better than me?
Edition.
You think Breath of the Wild has a better soundtrack? I will fight.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, like the nice ambient music of like the mainland's nice. But other than that, I can't think of a memorable song from.
No, the only soundtrack I could ever like think of fully is like Wind Waker.
That's a great soundtrack. That's a really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
that's like top
game.
5. Like I would consider that a retro game at this point.
Yeah.
You know, like soundtracks. Ooh, man. And then Humble Bundle also did something which I didn't even realize, and it's raised over 9 million, or more than 9 million.
Yeah, I think theirs was like coding stuff for like making games.
It says the bundle features over 120 games, books, software, including Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Back 4 Blood, Pathfinder, and Warhammer rulebooks, and a 12-month license for Game Maker Studio 2. Are you serious? Well, what?
Wow, what?
Oh, what? Okay. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna put in a new. But the sale minimum is $40. So.
Oh.
That's
as nice as a $10 bundle.
Yeah, I mean, well, at 12 for a 12-month license, that's still great.
Right.
Spyro Reignited is a good pick. Back 4 Blood also. I imagine it's all for Steam games. And you can't pick.
Usually do.
Yeah, you can't pick what like console or what pro. That'd be sweet though. Imagine that like now pick what system you want on PC, Xbox, PlayStation.
That'd be awesome.
In other news, which I didn't put as an article because we just kind of talked about it, but apparently Hogwarts is coming to Switch physically, which I just don't understand.
Yeah.
I did some research, and the cartridges hold up to 32 gigs, and the game itself is estimated to be around 30, which is kind of surprising. Like, I don't know. It looked like
It
it was
sounds like really small.
right.
I don't know.
It,
I
it,
guess
it,
because it's like you're not going anywhere, right? You're just in the school the whole time, so there's not like a ton of like environmental assets that are taking up a lot.
I want to roleplay a character that create a bad potion and it has like insane magical diarrhea that just lasts for the year. Just like in the bathroom.
Right? I want to play like the Death Eater side, be the bad guys, attack the school and stuff.
I want to be the student that like expresses that the teacher hates them and has like a feud with the teacher, do prank wars, maybe like, intermingle with their daughter, what
Yeah.
Oh, have you played Leisure Suit Larry?
I've never played it. I've like watched speed runs and stuff.
I want Leisure Suit Larry, but in Hogwarts. Just trying to get with all the witches and stuff. Just
yeah.
So I just wanted to mention that. It was kind of boggling or my mind. Anyway, so this is really cool. Netflix, they're coming with a Tekken anime. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Sweet.
It looks gorgeous. I've always wanted a fighting game anime. I thought it's like the perfect place to put it. I thought live action, like there's so many limitations. You know.
Right. That's like the Mortal Kombat movies. The animated ones are like they're usually like cool to watch. The stories like are terrible in them, but
well, wait, the newest Mortal Kombat was really good. I liked it.
oh, the live action.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it went well.
One.
You didn't see it?
No, I still haven't seen it.
No, it's actually pretty good. I mean, it's cheesy in some parts, but it's honestly, it's pretty good. I would recommend it. But still, Tekken Bloodline. It's coming out later this year with 1.5 minute teaser trailer, which at least I watched. It'll focus on Jin Kazama, who joined the series as a character in Tekken 3. I know nothing about the lore of Tekken. I just know like there's a blood feud, Devil Jin. There's a bear. There's a bear Kuma. He or she. I don't know. That's Donkey's character of choice. Maybe this will get me into it. I wonder. Yeah. I wonder if Street Fighter will respond if they'll do their own anime.
I think they had one like a long time ago, though.
Yeah, but that's a long time ago. Now we're in the age of where things can actually look good.
I wonder if we're going to get an announcement for a new Tekken soon with this coming out.
I mean, do Tekken games and Street Fighter games come out at the same year?
I think they usually like compete, but like one's usually like early in the year and the other's later in the year. So
I really hope
just be both holiday.
At the new Street Fighter 6 has the Tekken mechanic where it's like the last hit, or if it's like a last hit trade, it goes into a slow-mo camera.
Ooh, yeah.
I love watching Tekken live. I know nothing about the characters, but I'm watching the trailers and watching that stuff. It's good stuff. This also reminds me that we are coming out with our own anime, Goons Games and Gear, the live action experience. Well, not live action. Actually, well, it's not live action. It's an anime. It's following our lives where
it's a slice of life anime. It's fine.
And we just dab the whole time. Like, what's up?
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up? So yeah, you better watch it. Oh, here we go. A game that I personally disliked, which was Witcher 3 Fight Me. Apparently, they finally announced that the next Witcher game is in development.
Yay.
Which, no, I mean, wait, I assume you played Witcher 3.
No.
Really?
I've started that game like 10 times, got to the same part every time where you fight the Griffin in like the very beginning, and then I stopped playing it.
Wow,
the game's just like too much. I don't know.
To me, the combat's just too boring to justify it.
That too.
That's my problem. I mean, I'm sure has great world building and stuff like that, but that kind of game, I need the combat to be fun. And I was just like, wow, this is so boring to me.
Yeah.
So, but this needs to be a slam dunk. CD Projekt Red is gonna die.
They just need to bring their reputation back. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would argue The Witcher 3 is what gave them their insane reputation, and then it's like went all the way up, and then it went all the way down, and now they go up again. But I can't. Let's see. Did it say how many until which? Oh, The Witcher 4, Witcher medallion with glowing red eyes, person covered in the field of snow. Tagline: A new saga begins. I wonder if it's gonna be next year or the year after.
Honestly, or is it going to be like 10 years like they did with Cyberpunk, where they announced it like way too early? And
That's fair.
know.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Although I just want to say I hope that this game is exclusively on Series X and PS5. Like, don't
Right.
look it. Well, actually not unfortunately. Fortunately, COVID's dying down. Consoles are selling it kind of again in like waves and stuff. More people are getting it readily available. If this is next year or even the year after, it should just be an exclusive. Don't that's
don't put it on last gen systems. It's over.
We're done with that. We're done with that system. That oh well. Excuse me. I wasn't aware that they have some kind of like partner agreement with Epic Games. Did you know that?
No,
It says here. It says CD Projekt Red's partnership with Epic Games quote covers not only licensing but technical development of Unreal Engine 5. Oh, okay, yeah, because they're using Unreal Engine 5 for this one.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
As well as potential future versions of Unreal Engine where relevant. In addition, developers from the Pola Studio will work with Epic to help tailor the engine for open world experiences. So, what engine did Witcher 3 use then?
I'd assume, or no, I think they had their own engine, didn't they?
Wait, no, it says let's listen to the engine. Let's see. Witcher 3. Red. Yeah, Red Engine 3.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So I guess they're just ditching Red Engine. I wonder if Cyberpunk was Red Engine.
I think it was. I think when I read the article before, they said they were ditching the one that Cyberpunk used. So
okay. Let's see. Which first one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Red Engine is going to be used for the upcoming 2077 expansion, but because the game's already on Red Engine. See,
right?
Okay, I'll give them this. This is smart. If they know because making a new engine is insane. That it is so incredibly complicated. Now it sucks that you have to pay someone to use their engine, but then you have, and look, we love you Skyrim, but then you end up with a situation where you're 20 years down the line and you're still using an engine from Morrowind that's like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
how's that fair? How's that fun? And I get that there's some of the fun of like the Elder Scrolls games is the bugginess, and I do get that, but at some point it's gonna feel dated, so we need a new engine.
Right, they've been using the same engine since the original Xbox. Like, I just want it to look a little nicer. Like, upgrade it just a bit.
It's like even in the special edition, it still looks outdated. It still looks like
Yeah.
It's not even that it looks bad, per se. It just, obviously doesn't look as great. Now it just looks like a Switch game. Like the height of a Switch game. Let's see. Oh, there was the fact that, what was it? Andromeda used Frost Engine. Look how that turned out. That made it so difficult for that. That's what happens. Where you use an engine you're not used to or outdated, and then you get a game where the coding's kind of messed up because they just weren't used to it. And it's not the coder's fault. It's the higher ups who said, no, you have to use this engine.
Yeah.
So it's it's kind of a lose-lose. So I'm just kind of, I wonder if the Cyberpunk 2077, I guess, I won't even say scandal, I guess, regret was the reason why they're dropping Red Engine.
Probably. Because that's got to be outdated by now, too. Because if it went back to, I don't know, did they use it for Witcher 2? Did it say? Because that was like 360, PS3 era.
Let's find out.
So that system had to be outdated. Even if it was for just The Witcher 3, like that was like launch of PS4, Xbox One. That was almost 20 years ago now, right? Or no. Almost 15 years ago.
Yeah, it looks like, based on this article, it looks like the first Red Engine was Witcher 2.
Okay, yeah, so almost a 20-year-old system.
Or basically, I guess like it's not they make like a new Red Engine. It's just like they give big updates to it that make it, basically Red Engine 2.0, Red Engine 3.0, etc. but I guess at some point there's like, yeah, not anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, if it works for, I see the problem is like it worked perfectly for Witcher 3. It just doesn't work for Cyberpunk, which either means that it's
Right.
outdated enough or it's like if it worked for a masterpiece but didn't work because maybe they were just too ambitious. Like I know nothing about Red
Right.
Engine. In fact, I not until this moment did I know they actually use their own engine. But I'd imagine it's like that's the one you're most comfortable with. So it might be it might be a gamble for them too, because now yes, they're working hand in hand with Epic, but that doesn't mean it's going to be fluent.
Right.
Let's see. We are deeply honored by the opportunity to partner with CD Projekt Red to push the limits of interactive storytelling and gameplay together. If you hear the dogs, don't worry about it.
I just like heard the smallest bark in the world.
They're just angry about this whole engine problem.
Yeah.
They got pieced a tree on. They want them to look as nice as possible.
The official Goons dogs have given their opinion.
A blog post also states, quote, at this point, no further details regarding the game, such as development time frame or release date, are available. So I wonder if they just started it then.
Right. I mean, which at this point though is like, why? Just work on it, and then when you're ready, announce it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Now you've pissed off the Witcher fans, right? Because this game will not be ready within the next, I'll say 5 years probably. Because if they're still going to be working on Cyberpunk's expansions and the multiplayer that's supposed to come and all that stuff.
See, that's one of the things I give Nintendo credit for. They usually, or used to, they'll announce a game like a month or two before it releases.
Right. That's why I love Nintendo. Right. Like with exceptions, like Breath of the Wild 2 and whatever.
Well, the thing is, in this case, I imagine, like, at least to stockholders and all that fun stuff, they probably announced it because Witcher 3 was a game of the years, all around. Everyone, besides us, everyone loved it. So maybe they're like, if we're announcing this, maybe we'll get like more funding and all that fun stuff. So I can understand why they want to tease it, but this would have been a great like end to what's it called, the Game Awards. Not that I would be interested in it, but for like the general public, they'd be like, yeah, And then if it was like coming this year, that's my favorite kind of announcement. That's why Nintendo. That's what I love about Nintendo Directs. They're like, here's a Smash character, and it's coming out today. Like, wow. Okay, cool. Those are the best announcements, or at least like within the year. I would say like that's like the farthest I want to see an announcement.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like as long as I know it's coming this year, then I can kind of plan ahead, or just be hyped about it. And then you can like sprinkle details, like make whatever directs, whatever you want, like Nintendo does.
Right.
Someone hire us. We clearly know what we're talking about. We just
right. I don't know what the problem with the only people that have it down is Nintendo. Is like, all right, the game's ready. We're announcing it today. It's out in 2 months. Go pre-order it. Like everybody just do that. Like I get you want to build hype around the game and whatever. Like Witcher though doesn't need the hype, right?
True.
Like we knew Witcher 4 was going to come eventually because Cyberpunk flopped and whatever. Call of Duty every year doesn't need the hype. They can announce it at the beginning of the year and just be like, all right, this year's Black Ops or this year's Modern Warfare. Cool, whatever. But then games like, I don't know. It works for like new IPs. So like Elden Ring that they announced 3 years ago.
Right.
Like that's sweet. That's hype.
Right.
It's still like really long to wait for it, but like some games need the hype built. Others like sequels and stuff, they just it's not necessary.
Like I would have been actually really peeved if Smash like announced itself as like in 3 years. Like, oh,
right.
no, please.
Right. Could you imagine like when the last DLC, when Sora came out and Sakurai was like, all right, guess what? We're working on the next Smash game, but I don't know when it's coming out ever. Like, what good does that do? Come on.
Yeah. Like, who hurt you? He'd be like, Nintendo. I still have the brand on my leg.
Yeah. I'm still chained to the desk.
Please. I just want to make Kirby games. Please. It was so easy when Kirby was on the DS.
Yeah.
But now he's in 3D territory.
Heck yeah.
Okay, so we've unfortunately recently been playing a little more League of Legends in our free time. Sue us. And I thought it was interesting. There's apparently a lot of turmoil with this League of Legends coach. He was fired last week. Zhang Yi. What team is he for? He was the fired from Team Solo Mid, TSM for short. He was there for a year. He's been with other teams, and then it just gets really weird. We were recently made aware of a very serious allegation of conflict of interest and unethical practice against League of Legends coach Peter Zhang. After an initial investigation, we terminated him effective immediately. Like it's apparently speculated that he kind of not rigged the games, but like purposely coached bad to get a loss to then get financial gains from the other team's win. So
Right.
that's the rumors so far. Nothing confirmed about that, but what has been confirmed is that apparently he's like begging these big League of Legends players like Double Lift. I'm not sure if you're into like League of Legends pro play, but Double Lift is known as the best NA player of all time. There's some debate, but like he's most, if not always, like he's just phenomenal. I even watched his stream because he's just a cool dude. But
Right.
like apparently right now he's getting his PhD in something. Like, dude, why? You get like six figures just really,
Right. Him and Sneaky, like they both retired, and I'm just like, you guys are like 25 and now never have to do anything in your life ever. Like,
well, they're retired from pro play, but because pro players are realizing like we can make way more money just by streaming our game.
right, that's what they do, and they're making just as much as they were doing the pro play. Like,
yeah, and just being relaxed about it, and they just and it makes sense too. You don't have the stress of like having to compete, and literally they get to do it from home. So I don't blame them. They get the name recognition, and then bam, they can stream. Anyway, so apparently this guy and Double Lift in particular have like some beef in the past. I don't know what it is, but apparently, excuse me, Zhang asked him for $70,000 to cover a relative's hospital treatment. Quote, he asked me to loan him $70,000, says Double Lift. He said his grandma had cancer and she's dying in the hospital. He needs to pay the hospital bill, which is $70,000. He doesn't have the money yet, but will have the money at the end of the month. Which now he thought it was suspicious because they hate each other. So then he asked other like pro players, and apparently he's been asking for random amounts of money with different stories every time. He's like one person, he's not gonna name it. Double Lift said without naming any names, he's asked everyone for money. He told me that this one person needed 70K, or I'm sorry, he needs 70K. Someone said he needed 200K. Someone else that he only needed 10K. Then he said like a different reason for his grandma, like one's operation, something about stem cell therapy. So and then he's like, and then he had apparently this like thought process, like, wait, China has a public healthcare system, and he's in China, so why? What? Like that's so.
Genius.
That's. I mean, he must be going through some. My suspicion is that he has he's got a problem with the Yakuza. He's meddled with the Yakuza.
If those allegations are true, that's totally what it is, right? It's like an underground betting ring on these things.
Yeah, right.
Because like League is like, that's their Super Bowl over there. Everybody watches that.
Oh yeah, no, like around the world, everyone watches it. But yeah, particularly in China,
Right.
It's pretty incredible. But apparently, So initial speculation about Zhang's departure had focused on match fixing and gambling. And this is a problem in League of Legends in general. Like I don't hear much about it with coaches, but like there'll be pro players that are accused and I guess found of match fixing, like they'll purposely throw or do bad to cause the loss. I would strangle that person if I was playing with them. Like, so we've been playing bot lane, which is two people in one lane. If I was realizing that you were purposely losing games for me and like ranked, I would strangle you. I'd be like, what is your problem? And this guy just to get money out of it. Like, what he's not getting paid enough as a coach? But
probably.
But apparently someone,
which is sad because like TSM is also like they won Worlds, I think once or twice.
It says here, but there's another Jack Felling, the League Championship Series Commissioner, said nothing to do with match fixing. This is an eternal team matter, not making a statement from Riot at all. But I don't want people to think this had anything remotely to do with match fixing or better, which it does not. Now, I think I would take that with a grain of salt. because like if you say, let's say if he did say, oh, it has everything to do with match fixing, that just puts a bad mark on League of Legends history already. You know, it's like, can he really even say that it is match fixing? And
Right.
you know, if there's already rumors going around. Let's see. Yi himself later would post on TSM Discord writing, "I won't do any post and comment about this news. There's nothing to be done with in-game match fixing. It's a very tough lesson for me." Okay, but what's the lesson? Like, if it has nothing to do with match fixing, then what's the lesson?
Right.
The lesson that you got fired, that you're randomly, so because it's a weird coincidence that he gets fired and then needs insane like weird bundles of cash. And usually when it comes to gambling, you need big bundles of cash if you lose.
Right.
So, you know, Dexerto, I always don't know how to pronounce that. It's an art website. They're apparently, they tracked down Yi, who currently is in the process of returning to China. And his defense raises more eyebrows. The story now comes to involve Yi making money exchanges from yuan to dollars, his grandma's surgery, and Mercedes being sold in China on behalf of a former player called Sword Art, which he had kept the money from. I recognized that keeping the money from the sold car was wrong, but I was working towards paying that debt and paid half before I was fired. My grandmother's bill was due at the end of the month, and so I wasn't able to pay both debts. I was having a very hard financial time, but I will pay back every penny of the Sword Art. The other claims against my person are not true. Also, Games Gear is the best podcast ever. Wow, thanks, man. Wow, what a shout out. You should totally follow our Twitters and find us on every social media application, and including TikTok, because we're doing a lot better on there. It's a good time. So, but either way, so there's just a bunch of sketchiness going on. The fact that he's like, why wouldn't he just come clean and ask like it'd be serious about him asking money? Like it's
Right.
The part that doesn't add up is like just the random amounts. Like, you know, did he like just start with 200 and then like just keep lowering it with a different player? It's like, all right, said no to 200,000. Let me ask 100. All right, said no. Let me ask 10,000. No, let me ask 20,000. You know. Also, yeah. I would never loan someone that amount of money, even though, you know, it's like I would no. Even if I had that kind of money, it's like, oh yeah, here's $70,000 for something that you have yet to prove.
Right.
But again, you'd be asking for this money for the hospital thing. If they have public health care in China, which they do, then why do you need the money? Why is it not covered? Something is suspicious, and we are journalists, and we will find out. And by find out, I mean I hope someone comes with an article with the truth
to explain it. Yeah.
To explain it, so we can talk about it, because we don't go out on the field to do research. Unless you pay us. If you paid us insane good amount of money, I will go out with a fake mustache and on top of my mustache.
Right.
Pay me
in disguises.
Yeah, in disguises. Even though no one would actually recognize us unless we were big.
Anyway, right. We wouldn't have to. Like, who the heck are you guys? Don't worry about it.
Moving on. Guilty Gear Strive was just announced that they're getting a second season. I mean, it was like game of the year. Everyone expected it. And it was yesterday, or whenever you're listening to this, March 20th. They also just announced crossplay is arriving that same day, so that's cool. I wish it was on Xbox, but I don't see why it's not. It's on PlayStation and PC. And then they announced a character where they changed its back lore, so now it's asexual.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
good for them.
Yeah, whatever works.
The crossplay, like, that was definitely needed, though. Good job.
Oh yeah, no. Every fighting fighting game needs crossplay. If you are more than one system, crossplay. Just dish out the money. Just do it. Make everyone happy. Is King of Fighters crossplay? Does anyone play King of Fighters?
God, no.
The
only reason it's at Evo, or if it was going to be at Evo, is because like Smash isn't there. I don't even think Mortal Kombat's there this year, right?
Oh, I don't think so. I really wish Smash was there. I loved watching Smash.
Yeah. We'll just have to wait for Panda's tournament whenever they decide to do that finally.
Elden Ring is still like I went to Steam charts because I wanted to double check King of Fighters, but Elden Ring is still currently the most played game right now. Like it's topped Counter-Strike. still. It's right now it's at 432,000. Counter-Strike is at 420,000.
Jeez.
So I don't know, that's just insane. I think that's but don't worry. What they're called, Lust Theory has gained 275% of its players, so now it's at 890 players. I never heard of that game, but good for you guys.
Oh, good.
What is it? King of Fighters 15, right?
15's the newest one, yeah.
I don't. How do you have that many fighting games? Or like, I don't understand. I thought it looked too like not gimmicky. I just didn't like the presentation. Wow, it has 1,400 players, and it released like a few weeks
last
ago, right?
month.
Oh, last month. Yeah, last month.
Yeah.
That's 1 month. It peaked at 20. It peaked at 4,000.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
That game like just never had a chance. So,
but like, wait, does it have crossplay?
it's only on PlayStation and PC as well.
Oh, really?
I don't think it
No,
came
that
out
was
on
on-
Xbox.
I think it did. Right?
Did it?
I think so. No, yeah, no, it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's on Xbox, but apparently it's platform locked, so it's dead on arrival. I mean, I don't know. I didn't like the announcer. The voice was killing it for me. King
Right.
of Fighters 15.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Lick my belly button. Punch me in the throat and call me daddy. Like, but either way. Excuse me, my throat's a little dry. This Gatorade isn't helping. I'm switching. Look, just for health reasons, I'm weaning myself off of Monster because I'm tired of carbonated burps during the podcast. But I'm also like getting the jitters from not having the sugar, and I need Gatorade, I guess, because it's like flavored water, basically.
Yeah.
Have you been hearing this Destiny copyright strike stuff?
I saw something
Like,
about it.
no
I
one
didn't,
understands why.
Yeah, nobody's explained it at all. So
But
I haven't figured
Bungie's
it
like,
out.
we're aware of series of copyright takedowns on YouTube, but it's not us that's doing it, nor people that we know. So like, who's it's
Right.
So
Right, they can't figure out who's doing it. It's probably just some like super troll that's messing with them or whatever.
Yeah, YouTube does have a broken copyright system, and
Right, that was like God, what was it? There was a long time where some YouTuber was like a meme, and he was just copyright striking everybody and claiming all the revenue off their videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Aw.
it's genius of them, but
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, like, dude. Side story: there was back in high school, I was in this like finance class, and I was told about how there was a bus accident, and then people would like when people saw the accident and would just load the bus, like they'd be outside and just walk on the bus, and then proclaim that they were like damaged in the ride because there was like no there's no cameras, just people like saying it. And I said like that's genius, and like all my classmates gave me crap for it. I'm like I'm not saying it's not morally right. I'm just saying it's smart because you're like exploiting the system by going like unless someone can prove it otherwise. And my teacher agreed with me. I'm like eat it.
right.
But I'm just saying like something can be smart, but it's also very evil. So I don't want to say I'm the one who's making these copyright strikes, but you guys have yet to invite me to your Destiny 2 night. So, I'm just saying I might have a little bit of a grudge. Just
Trying to take them down.
I'm thinking if my friends won't play with me, no one can. And I'm taking down the videos. All of YouTube's going down. All of Bungie YouTube's going down. Yeah, Bungie's confirmed neither it nor its partners are behind the DMCA takedowns. It's like the YouTube or the account in question is like Bongie, Bongie. Bongie copyright striked you. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
It's like, now I want to be Bongie. I wonder if there's any like. Do you know if there's any?
I wonder
backlash?
if it's. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Like, can I? What happens if I try and copyright strike something and then I do it so many times, but it's like it's me just being a douche? Like, is there any like? Is there anything like
No.
any? You know what I'm saying?
That's if you own the property, that's what's wrong with YouTube. Is like if you own the property, you could do it as much as you want,
and there's no repercussions if you like. Let's say
no.
that's ridiculous.
Because for whatever reason, like I watch, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, they all complain about it because they're the big guys on YouTube, right? They explain everything to everybody. And like the problem is like people will copyright strike even if it's within that like fair use guidelines. Like YouTube will side with them because that's like a big corporation thing and they don't want to deal with it. So.
Right. It's ridiculous. Oh, so what were you trying to say?
I was like, I wonder if it's just Sony doing it, just to like, yeah, we own them now. We're copywriting everything.
Wait, what if it's Activision? What if they're yeah?
I mean, like in disguise.
Yeah,
like
they have like a mustache and glasses on
the Activision logo. It's just like with the Monopoly Man monocle and glasses. It's like, we are Bungie. Hello.
we were associated with Bungie, so we were taking down this YouTube video.
Yeah.
So sorry, free Destiny users or people, YouTube content creators. I never heard of these people, but you know what? Good for them.
Honestly, and I play Destiny. It's probably one of my favorite games out there. There is no content in Destiny. Right? The biggest thing is like when expansions come out and there's a new raid, and then like the Destiny streamers are like living it up for like a week, and that's it. Then
Oh, that sucks, but I mean that's kind of the life of a game like that.
Right. It's like WoW and those games, like the raids are like the big part of it.
Right.
So.
Speaking of raids, Raid Shadow Legends are sponsored.
Raid Shadow Legends is a game on your phone that you can play, and they aren't actually sponsoring us, but they should.
Here's a billion gems. Here's a billion gems. I like this character because it plays.
Put in code GOON right now to get absolutely nothing because we're not sponsored by them.
They get an error code that just says invalid code.
Right.
A gift from us to you. All right, this is I want to talk about this for a second. Free to play MMO Lord of the Rings Online is getting more generous. I didn't know this game still existed.
The 20 people still playing this game must be living large right now.
I'm a dwarf king.
I'm a god.
I am a god. It turns 15 today, so it was released in
nuts.
2007. Okay,
yeah.
Launched in 2007. It's still going on.
You know what still haunts me? I didn't log on to get the new birthday crown for RuneScape. Do you know how much I'm gonna have to triple mortgage my house in order to buy another one?
We should like make a video where it's like you're just sweating in your sleeves. You're like, didn't get the crown.
Honey, no. Good news. I sold the house and I have a birthday crown in RuneScape now.
And now I'm gonna play it mobile in my car because I can't. The house is gone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so they're releasing Helm's Deep, which will apparently be free for everyone. Okay.
That's nuts. 15 years of like content and they're still making stuff. Like,
wow. Talk for a second. I'm gonna look up some numbers for this game.
I love Lord of the Rings. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, let's talk about how terrible Gollum looks. That game, I feel like, will never actually come out for all the backlash it's getting.
I hope that game dies. There's a couple games
needs
I
to
hope
die upon arrival. Yep.
Okay, so it has an average player of, at least on Steam, I assume that's only where it can be played, 763. Right. Like, why are they still paying for these servers? This is
that's a hardcore community to still be playing it after 15 years.
They should honestly, they should go to Amazon and be like, look, give us some money and either make a new Lord of the Rings MMO or just like completely redo this for like the modern age.
I thought they were working on one.
I thought so too. But I also thought that was a fever dream because I had a big mustache and a cowboy hat.
That's true. I was also happy in the dream. So, that's how I knew it was a dream.
As well as getting more generous, Lord of the Rings Online is getting bigger. A new area called the Yonder Shire is coming. Our first expansion of the Shire in years. An anniversary festival is returning with a new instance called a Flurry of Fireworks. We'll send players to assist with the fireworks display in Breeland. Furthermore, there are plans to further additions from April through the end of June.
I kind of hope the game like blows up after that comes out, right? It has like 15 million players.
This game even looks super dated.
Oh yeah, it looks like it came out in 2007. It looks like Skyrim. That's what it looks like.
Really though, like
it has that graphic quality.
In Lord of the Rings Online, there's a huge amount of content to enjoy before you're forced to lay down any cash. However, compared to the modern free-to-play alternatives like Lost Ark, which doesn't restrict any of its classes, areas, or quests, and instead concentrates on selling cosmetic and conveniences, older MMOs like Lord of the Rings Online can seem pretty restrictive. I wouldn't be surprised if other games follow its lead. Says Jody McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah, the cousin. But look, you know what? If they're happy supporting this game, go for it. I just don't know who is the publisher. Who? No, it doesn't tell me who.
It's probably just Warner Brother Games, right?
Really?
I assume is the publisher. Yeah, they own Lord of the Rings, right? Warner Brothers.
I always forget they exist. Home Lord of the Rings Online. It has a 7.5 on Google. Oh my god! Even the front page looks bad.
I'm sure it's great. It's just super dated.
It's like it looks like the next step after RuneScape, but before World of Warcraft. This is hard to look at. At least the website loads really fast. I assume with the 0 people clicking on it, it's pretty responsive. Download the game. Oh my god, he looks terrible. All right, Standing Stone Games, Middle Earth is the publisher, Daybreak Game Company. So those are the 3 that are
Daybreak. That sounds familiar. What did they make?
Days and Breaking. That Gollum game they need to dump it. They need to put it in development hell and just leave it alone. That looks so. Even when it first announced, I was like, this looks terrible.
They made EverQuest back in the day, and they made H1Z1.
Oh, so I guess H1Z1 was probably their biggest one, but no one plays that anymore.
Right, it's dead. Oh, they do the DC Universe Online too.
I mean that's even on the Switch.
Yeah. That's what these games need to do. Put them on the systems. RuneScape on the Switch. Oh my god, dude. I die for that. Donald Trump become president again and make that happen, all right?
What does he have to do with
I don't know. Biden's not doing enough for me. He hasn't put RuneScape on the Switch yet. Damn it.
Yeah, we're not a political podcast, but we purely vote on who gives us MMOs on our systems.
Right. If Biden's not going to take away my student loans, he better do this for me then.
Yeah. I was like, okay, everyone, I know gas prices are pretty high, but I'm bringing Lord of the Rings Online to the Switch. Yes.
Woo! Wait. It alive. Yes. Thank you, President.
Excuse me. Back to other games that are completely irrelevant. There we go. That's the real word.
Irrelevant.
Roller Champions. Yeah. Roller Champions. Ubisoft's Rocket League meets Roller Derby game is delayed again. I didn't even know this existed.
We're here to announce that it is already being shut down as well.
Wait, what is?
Nobody cares. I said we're here to announce that it's also already being shut down because it's dead already.
I thought you said a real game. I'm like, what?
No, they announced this last year. Had to have been last year at the. I think it was at the Game Awards.
I don't remember it's at the Game Awards at all. Like at all.
All I remember is the big baby that was crying for Fortnite V-Bucks in what's that game called? Senua.
Oh, the V-Bucks is what threw me off. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a video to click on it, but it says Rocket League meets Roller Derby. So I'm very curious on I
thought you like threw you it looked like that other game too. What's the dodgeball game by EA? Knockout City.
Yeah, Knockout City.
It looked like that too, just with rollerblades.
Huh. Well, either way, it got delayed. Sorry for everyone who cared, which I didn't know was anyone.
All 10 of you. Sorry.
Roller Champion sounded like a potential winner when we first looked at it in mid-2019. It,
2019. What?
oh yeah. So apparently, 2019. Yeah. So you were wrong.
Wow.
Wait, it takes 4 years to make, or well, I guess from 2019,
That's a good
4
game.
years to make a roller derby game.
Well, they delayed it, so we're into like year 5 now.
We really can't get this whole rolling coding thing going. We're
Yeah.
trying to figure that one out. I had a closed beta early last year in 2021, and that's about it. They put in their like blog post. We believe it's the right decision to properly honor your excitement and our own for the game and the competitive scene you've started around our beta. People started competitive scene from a beta.
Wow, that's kind of cool. What was the last game that did that was like Hyperscape, right?
We don't talk about. We don't talk about Hyperscape. Yeah, no, like even actually, and they literally said that they're shutting down the servers.
Did they really?
Yeah.
That's sad.
I thought we talked about that. Did we not talk about that?
I don't think we did. We talked about they announced season 1 finally.
Yeah. Hyperscape servers.
Oh no.
Hyperscape servers will be shutting down April 28th.
Wow, that's so sad. That's because Halo came out, and now like Halo's dying.
Halo, I think everything. I think everything killed it.
Oh,
it just was not. It just wasn't good. I mean,
Right.
they did the right move. Like initially, were like paying streamers to like promote it by playing it.
Right.
But other than that, it was just the game launched shortly after its open beta. Immediately started up its first season content entitled "The First Principle." So in-game currency, blah blah blah. Here's the best podcast ever. Summer 2020 was a strange time for gaming live stream, and I actually watched a video on it where it's like how they made all these changes to it that didn't make sense, and it's just like ruining the game itself. It just never could compete with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Warzone. It just didn't have a space to get in.
Right.
And as I think about it, I don't think any other battle royale really like hit popularity like those ones. That's the big 4.
Not really. Nothing's like huge.
Right.
Like that what was that one we played? The Animal Party?
Animal. I thought it was Super Animal Party. Was that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That one was pretty fun, but like that wasn't like huge or anything at all.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So but they're making. Don't worry, Ubisoft making another battle royale, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontline. Except the problem is, I was just reading before
I remember that
they're moving the Tom Clancy part. Did you see that?
Just Frontline.
I think it is. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Oh, I read it the other day. Hold on a second. Free to play, yeah, total shooter, blah blah. I'm gonna get the right. Ghost Recon Frontline, Tom Clancy being removed.
Listen, Ubisoft. All right, listen to us. Make the Assassin's Creed Battle Royale that we want. All right,
that'd be so good.
It's 100 people, right, in the city of like Venice, right, and you're trying to hide. You try to assassinate other people. That would be so cool. Do that. Stop these stupid ideas that nobody cares about, and give us what we want. Okay, do it.
Well, Tom Clancy. Well, I can't find the article. Now I'm sorry. Was it a fever dream? I don't think so. But I remember seeing something about Tom Clancy being removed from it. But yeah, Ghost Recon Frontline currently in development for PlayStation, PC, Xbox, and Stadia. I don't know why for Stadia because that's a cloud based. But
what?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's being released at some point.
Cool.
It exists. That's what matters. I guess they're like, maybe they realize that like Ghost Recon just can't support itself anymore. And they're like, we need a battle royale. Okay,
Ghost Recon's always like super popular, but it takes them too long to make the games. I don't know.
Ubisoft, I think Ubisoft is just really desperate to get into the battle royale. Like they want a microtransaction machine.
Right. I mean, all their games are like microtransactions, though. Like
Well,
everything has it.
I get that, but they're not like recurring microtransactions. You know what I'm saying?
The only one's
like
Siege.
Right.
that
Right.
does
Yeah.
that.
Exactly. Which I think it should support them more than enough.
Siege, yeah, should be bringing them more than enough money. And like they sell like Assassin's Creed and Tom Clancy and them like crazy. So I don't know.
Oh, I didn't put this up as an article, but I've been reading that like what was it, Gran Turismo? Yeah, Gran Turismo 7 is like a dud. Like it was off for like 2 hours. It has to be like always online.
They did the stupid thing again, like they did with the last one, where it's a server-based game. So if you have no internet, you can't play the game.
So it's basically
Or
cloud
if the server's down, you can't play the game. So when the server goes down for a week and nobody can play the game for a week, guess what? And it's stupid because the same exact thing happened to the last game. So
really?
I don't know when they're gonna learn. Yeah,
Gran Turismo is just it's the PlayStation racing.
Forza.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of ways, it's like it is better in some ways, but like then they do stupid stuff like this that just like completely ruins it. So
Why?
like the guy who makes Gran Turismo is like a super genius and literally can like program these cars as if he was like working in the factory to make the blueprints for them.
Damn.
So like they're super detailed and stuff, but if the game doesn't work, none of that matters.
But why is it server based?
Because they're morons. I don't know.
But you just said he was a super genius.
Well, he's a genius. Everybody else that works there is a moron.
I mean, that's crazy that it actually locks you out of single player races. It was a 30-hour outage.
It's dumb. Yeah.
Like always online games should not be a thing unless it's like an MMO. You know,
right?
I understand that, but like you can race by yourself. You can race NPCs. There's no reason to have the like to not be able to play the game because the servers went down.
Right.
Yes, I know. I was just reading that everyone was really upset about it and just like caused another commotion for the stop with these always online games, which I totally agree. I mean, I think Xbox of all companies learned that the hard way,
right?
You know, because they want their. You think having a game that's always online is bad. Having a console that's always online is even worse.
Right.
But so yeah, I was gonna get that for you, but now that the servers are going down, I'm not gonna get it for you. Did you get it?
What?
Gran Turismo?
Gran Turismo? No.
Oh, I don't. I was kind of hoping you'd be one of the people that like buy like a racing wheel, gets like really into it, just like,
get off of the road.
You get into an accident, you're like your head just like dangling, just kind of.
That's my problem with racing games is that like a lot of them now stop you from crashing into people. So I can't just like road rage and ram into them or whatever.
That's why I want a new Burnout. Burnout was great for that.
Right. Yeah.
And what was the split second? That was also great. It just never was supported well.
The new Grid game came out. Did you ever play the original ones?
No.
They were pretty good.
Would you recommend it? Wait, can you like destroy other cars?
I don't remember. I know it was a good racer, but I just don't really remember. I played more Burnout Paradise than anything.
I never played it. I didn't have the money for it back in the day. And then I was going to play the remaster, but I thought like no one really played it, so I wasn't even sure it was worth it.
I played it when it came out. I don't know if anybody still plays it online or anything.
I mean, that was like that was just a perfect song for it. That was a genius.
Oh, that game had a great soundtrack.
Excuse me. Okay. We got one more article to talk about, which this is just ridiculous. Steam's coming to Google Chromebooks. Now, I love options. I love the idea of like having Steam everywhere, but a Chromebook can't even run like Minecraft. That's like 800 megabytes still. How?
Right.
This is no. There's no way there's going to be enough games to to support this. Chromebooks can't run games. They're not meant to.
No, they can run like Angry Birds. That's it.
That's why Stadia was trying to incorporate itself with Chromebooks, because you just had to stream the game. You didn't have to. It didn't need the guts to play the game. It just needed the internet. But now Steam's coming to it. Like, why? What's the point? It's Like, so that way, if I'm like at like a store and I have a Chromebook and I can see something on sale, I can just buy it and then go home and play it. Like,
Yeah,
what do my phone's for?
it just seems useless. I don't know.
Uh,
I guess these new Chromebooks aren't too bad. They come with a Core i5, i7 now, and 7 gigabytes of RAM.
That's not enough.
How do you even get 7 gigabytes of RAM?
Yeah,
How does that happen? What?
Yeah, yeah. I've never heard of there's 8 gigabytes of RAM. There's not 7. That's got to be custom, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chromebooks are just stupid. Like it's just a stupid product.
I understand the point. It's like super cheap. It's meant for like a college student that needs to like write books but doesn't want to pay money for a MacBook. I understand the appeal, but not for gaming. Right. I'm glad it has an i5 and i7 processor. Like, see, that part's fine. But besides that, 7 gigs of RAM, you can barely do anything with that unless you're playing a really small indie game, and it doesn't have a graphics card, or like it probably has an integrated graphics, but it doesn't have like a NVIDIA. It doesn't have anything, so I don't know.
Right. This is just stupid. What the heck is a higher end Chromebook? Isn't that just a normal laptop? Like when does it stop being a Chromebook and just become a laptop?
Yeah, it says, for instance, Google is reportedly testing Steam on 10th gen processor AMD chips, so users could expect more standard Chromebook models to handle much more than Minecraft on Chrome OS.
So then it's not a Chromebook, it's a laptop.
It's just a laptop.
You get rid of the whole Chromebook idea, then yeah.
Yeah, so then you just bought a laptop. At that point, just buy a gaming
Just buy a laptop. Yeah.
And then apparently Valve is looking at other opportunities from a possible Game Pass like Steam subscription service. That would be interesting, but that doesn't change. I
think we talked about that. It just it wouldn't work though. Like, other than Epic, you're only buying games through Steam,
right?
So you have no choice.
Steam and Fortnite on Steam? Question mark. That was just a symbol of me holding on to an object, and it was hard for me to breathe. That's what I was like. Need to use my upper arm strength. Anyway,
the news took his breath away. There we go.
I'm glad Chromebooks are upgrading to laptops, thus not making them Chromebooks. Right. Congratulations.
The moral of the story is, don't buy a Chromebook. Buy a laptop.
Don't buy a even MacBooks are starting to integrate. Well, because of the M1 chip, they're now able to play some of the newer app games because they're based on the M1 chip. They're making it complete, because before there was the Intel is making the chip for the laptops, but now that's gone. They can all share one huge ecosystem. So even my MacBook can play some games, and it's even app games and stuff. I can play Cut the Rope.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Remember that game? Remember Cut the Rope for you?
I do. Some Fruit Ninja.
Kinda, yeah. Oh, I forgot about Fruit Ninja.
We're old. Bloons Tower Defense. That was a good one.
But that's the note that we end this on. We had some good times and some bad times. I want to thank GPhone71195 on Twitter for getting a new mic. That makes things a lot easier. I always like seeing the reflection off of his glasses. It's cute. Check out our YouTube. We're making a much bigger push on TikTok. We got some funny stuff on there. Yeah. Check out my Twitter, the Head Goon. Check out the normal Twitter, Goon Games and Gear. Follow us everywhere. Tell your friends, family, political enemies, video game rivals, bullies. Yeah, that's better, right? Oh,
priests.
Discord.
Yeah,
Discord. Instagram, everywhere. We are everywhere. Love you guys. Have a good one.
Do it. Bye-bye.
Do it.